Nor'wester. 3 days of time, speed, distance fun covering nearly 700 miles across 3 states. Combining gravel roads with wild animals and livestock to dodge, terrifying cliffs to not drive over, and plenty of rocks big enough to kill a tire makes this a test for even the most ardent motoring enthusiasts. Ryan and I decided to sign up on a whim, and of course had no choice but to take the most qualified car in our fleet. That's right, this was a job for my autocross-prepped 1989 Honda Prelude. With its massive ground clearance, mighty B20A5 engine delivering nearly enough horsepower to climb small hills, and masterful styling that has stood the test of time, it was the obvious choice. With the car selected, the only question left was if we would make it to the start. Our hotel was over 450 miles away, many miles further than the Honda had proven it could handle. So 1.5 hours after we intended to leave, we finally began what would become an unexpectedly long journey.
Well, we just got passed by our first cop, didn't get pulled over, so I think that means the car passes tech.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the cop ignoring us was not an indication of the luck that we would be having. It became immediately apparent that, despite working several days before, the cruise control was no longer with us. This made me violently angry, so I forced Ryan to take over driving and buy me coffee.
Thank you so much.
After just an hour and a half into the 8-hour drive, we were already starting to go pretty insane.
I mean, we still have quite a ways to go.
God, yeah, we do.
The fun is just beginning!
Luckily, we soon turned off the freeway and onto more scenic backcountry highways where we got to have fun interacting with all the locals, including this person who had some undisclosed feeling about wind energy.
And we're rolling over!
Oh, yeah!
Woo! Steven, you've owned this car for almost 8,000 miles now.
The miles just kept rolling by, and we were having a surprisingly good time on the Prelude's first road trip. But that easily could have just been because of how damn pretty Oregon is.
It's starting to get a little smoky up here.
I guess you could say things are heating up around here.
Eventually, the sun was setting, our stomachs were growling, and we'd realized there were a couple things that we may or may not have left behind. So naturally, we decided to stop at the most upscale shopping establishment the Dalles had to offer.
Steven,
Yes?
what are you doing right now, buddy?
I'm buying the charging cable for the GoPro.
The best camera we have.
Because it's probably somewhere in your room because you didn't put it back in the bag after we downloaded all that footage. So I need to buy a new one. Ryan, what you doing? Are you getting deodorant because you forgot it?
Yeah, I did forget it. Did you remind me multiple times before the trip to make sure I had deodorant?
No. Did you remind me multiple times to remember that one specific cord of camera equipment? Once the unfortunate domestic dispute was over, it was time to grab some more coffee and get back on the road. But it wasn't long until we started to have another problem.
How many miles we got to go? 172 miles?
I don't think we're gonna make
I really want to see us try to make it. It sounds like a great opening to our weekend and the video.
being out of gas.
Potentially running out of gas.
Alright.
And that's a sense of danger.
A few moments later.
Fuel economy update. How many miles have we gone since the last video?
15.
And how much gas are we showing on the dial, Steven?
A quarter of a tank less.
So it says we're on the red.
We are touching the red. We used a quarter tank in 15 miles, according to this Honda. And to be clear, we're not pulling over for gas.
Oh, no.
We pressed on, all the while battling the Honda's electrical issues, but it wasn't long until another funny little quirk reared its ugly head.
Alright, we just crossed over into Washington finally.
I just saw a sign that said 23 miles to Pasco.
We have 136 miles to go.
Yeah.
How's that fuel gauge looking? Yep.
The gas gauge is now below the red mark, but we don't know what that means
We don't.
because the gauge is not reading correctly after we took the dash all the way apart.
Look at Dayton, Washington. It's so beautiful this time of night. Update to Dayton, Washington. There's an actual pretty part of it.
Yeah, the downtown's nice.
Yes.
That looks like
Liberty.
I thought you meant.
There's no denying that the Prelude is not a fast car, but even the warning lights turn on slowly. Apparently, excluding prom night, nothing happens quickly in a Honda.
So we just made our last turn, and now we have, 42 miles?
Yep.
42 miles, and then the Econo Lodge is on this road 42 miles out.
I don't think we've mentioned this before, but when Steven rebuilt the engine and we simplified everything on the car, we got rid of the heater. And this is the first time really driving it when it being cold. It's only
Like 52.
It's 50 degrees outside, which isn't like that cold, but we're still dressed for when it was 80 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And
It's cold.
the floor of the car is fucking cold.
The dashboard could be a refrigerator.
Yeah, it feels very cold. So,
I still think an ice rally is a bad idea.
yeah, maybe.
Did you feel that?
I definitely felt that.
Oh, did you feel that?
No.
Not sure.
You think the car is coughing out of fuel?
The car might be coughing. Ooh, it is definitely coughing.
Is it that low on gas?
Yes. I did not think it would be this close.
It's... the gas tank's perfectly sized.
Yeah. We still have over a mile and a half.
Oh, we're not in Idaho yet.
No, we're still in Washington.
Oh, no.
I'm really hoping there's not a bridge that we have to go up. Oh my god, there's a bridge.
We're fine.
Oh my...
Is this it?
Yeah, we're in Idaho.
We made it to Idaho on the fuel.
I mean, to be fair, in the most roundabout way possible.
We are like actually within walking distance now.
1,000 feet. Your destination will be on the left.
1,000 feet? I think we got it.
Where do we park?
Your destination is on the left.
Right here.
Wow, it does.
Parking spot right here. Ryan. Ever so barely, we made it. $484 miles.
Are we going to see if it'll make it to the gas station tomorrow? I say we do. Oh my god, we get to get out of the car.
Yeah, we do.
For good.
For today.
This is where we live now.
We're never going home.
You ready to check out our home sweet home?
Home away from home?
Humble abode. Here, take the camera. I'm so excited. This is where Ryan and I thought our evening would end. We'd driven 400 miles, it was 12:30 a.m., we were tired and looking forward to a good night's sleep. But the Honda gods had one more little surprise for us.
Whoa! Hello. Sorry. There's people in there.
I guess we'll
That's
go back
fun.
to the front desk.
Let's put the camera away and go figure that out.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
There are people in that room. There's people in that room. That's alright. Gotcha.
But I will give like $100 more
Okay.
on my pocket.
Okay. Where should we look for a room?
I'm so sorry. Let me call red line.
How many more things can go wrong?
A lot. It's about 6 miles away. There's a gas station that's 24 hours on the way. So we're gonna go get gas. We got here at 12:30. It's been 45 minutes. It's now 1:15, almost 1:20, and our hotel was overbooked. So we opened the door, as you saw, and there were men in the beds. We got a refund. Gave us $100. Super nice guy. So we got a room. There's one room available. So we're on the way to the casino, and we're gonna fill up with gas on the way, and hopefully that's where we end tonight's adventure. Hopefully we'll pick this up tomorrow and have found a hotel room for permanent, because this is just tonight. So to be clear, it is still possible we might not have a hotel after tonight. The lady at the casino said the next closest one was potentially in Pullman, Washington, which I believe is about an hour away. Ooh. All right, let's get some gas. Oh, wow. There goes that custom exhaust.
Your destination is on the left.
No, it's clearly on the right. You're wrong, Apple. Oh, all right, let's do this.
Finally got our hotel. Cheers.
We
buddy.
checked in, I want to do the math for you. We checked into our first hotel an hour and a half ago. It's now 2 in the morning. We need to get up like probably 9, I would say, to go find breakfast, get the car ready, and then start looking for a new hotel room. Cheers to you.
Yeah.